Right, let's get serious. Roll credits. So one of my subscribers asked if they could see a review on the Veritas crosscut saw. And Sharp Edge saith to the people, ask and ye shall receive. Terms and conditions apply. Anyway, as you can see, or you've probably noticed before, the Veritas wall of saw porn takes pride and place in my workshop. I'm a big fan. I love these things. So I bought this recently and this completes my set. So let's have a look what you get when you buy one of these things. It comes in a box with a sticker on it. That's about it. No excessive packaging paid for. Thank you very much, Veritas. We then have the saw and an instruction manual, which is a bit more of a technical specification sheet than an instruction manual. It comes with some sawtooth geometry, replacing the handle, how to sharpen the saw, etc, etc. These saws have a high carbon steel blade. They are remarkably thin, and the set on the teeth is very, very slight. The large tenon saws are 16 inches, there or thereabouts, in blade length. The smaller tenon saw, carcass saw, these are actually sold as, around about 11.5 inch blade. So those are the blades. Like I said, I already have the rip saw. This is the crosscut version of that saw. So that one is 9 teeth per inch. This is 12 teeth per inch. And the teeth are cut at slightly different angles, for one being better at ripping, one being better at cross-cutting. So, very excited and very pleased to add this to the rest of its family. And it will take, well, I'm saying it will take place amongst its brothers. I don't know where the hell I'm going to put the thing, but I will figure that out. That is a problem worth solving. So why do I like these things? Let me show you. First of all, I bought one of these. This is just a regular kind of entry level. There's nothing wrong with this. This is okay. This is a fine saw. This is just an entry level tenon saw. This cost about £20, £25, something like that. I bought this 4 years ago maybe, and I've hardly used it. It's still sharp, it's still very sharp. But I bought my first one of these not long after that, within a year after that, and I never used it again. I basically only take that, throw it in the tool bag if I'm popping out, doing a job away from the workshop, and I just need to cut something sort of quick and rough and ugly. Anything sort of nice or fancy, I always use these. And let me see if we can do a little experiment. Let me grab, what have we got there? Piece of oak. And let's have a couple of clamps. I really am making this up off the top of my head. I haven't rehearsed this, I promise. But I'm going to see, because I haven't actually used that saw for years. Or not took any notice of it anyway. I've used it the odd time, but let me bring you in a little bit closer. We're doing this all in real time today. No screen cuts. Right. So let me take a cross cut off the end piece of oak, about 2 inches wide, and time how long this takes. Come on. Whew. I was really trying there, that took some effort. Right, let me grab the smaller Veritas crosscut, just as a comparable demonstration. All right, here we go again. That was much quicker and much easier, and hopefully it will be obvious to tell in terms of time and how long that took. Don't worry, I haven't gone anywhere, I'm still here. Here I am, I'm back. Let me turn myself around so I can see what we're doing. So hopefully from that little experiment, the Veritas saw just glides through it and clears that material out of there much, much easier. I find this slightly uncomfortable to hold. The Veritas saws fit my hand very nicely. I feel much more in control of them. I don't have big fat sausage fingers. I've got French opera pianist fingers. So squeezing my hand into here isn't an issue. Whether a larger hand would struggle, I can't say. But these fit my hand very, very nicely indeed. So let me get rid of that old one. And we'll pop that one back. Let's get rid of these. And we'll get the big dog out. Piece of oak in there. Now this is a piece of a dig bow. So it's the only thing I had currently lying around the workshop of any substantial size to give this saw, you know, a worthy challenge. Other than, well, anything that isn't a piece of pine, that is. And nobody wants to see a test on pine, because pine is easy. So, let's just lock this down. Grab myself a square and a pencil. I mean, it doesn't particularly matter that whether this cut is square or not, but more out of habit than anything else. Let me bring you in a little bit closer again. Okay, so brand new, out of the box, first cuts. Now the first cuts can sometimes be a bit iffy until they're broken in. Absolutely like butter. And that face is lovely and clean. Back to me. And zoom you out. Wow. Love, love, love these things. So, that's pretty much all I've got to show you on it. It's kind of, it speaks for itself if you ask me. Why do I like them? One, at the moment, these have come down in price since I last bought these saws. At the moment, large ones, £75. Smaller ones, £45. And the dovetail, about £35, £38 last time I checked. So as far as I'm concerned, brilliant value for money. Performance, excellent. And they look super, super fit. So I love these things. When I talk about products, I like to try and find a negative point. For example, with the Veritas marking gauge, just to prove I'm not a Veritas fanboy. Great tool, well made, well engineered, down point. Sometimes the ruler markings on it are a little bit hard to see. Breathe on it and they pop out. I would like to see those just a little bit darker to make them easier to read. So that's a critique of that. Otherwise, I love that tool. These, I can't fault them. 10 out of 10, as far as I'm concerned. So, if you like saws or you want a nice saw without going to silly money, these are worth considering, in my opinion. And it is my opinion. Veritas haven't supplied me with any of these. I bought these with my own readies. So that's not an opinion that I have come to under any pressure. That is my own opinion of these saws. Love them. That's all for now, I think. I think that covers the Veritas saws. So if you fancy one for Christmas, pop one on your list, and somebody might just do you the best favour you'll ever do you. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time.